Hi, I'm Sarah Ozel Shore. I am a psychotherapist and clinical trainer. And today I want to talk about how we actually assess in real time, whether a client is in a state that can support integration rather than one that's simply producing the appearance of it. So, genuine integration versus client kind of going through the motions or agreeing with you or wanting to be compliant. This is where specific observable indicators become really essential in our practice because the appearance of insight and the reality of insight that integrates can look very similar on the surface. So, distinguishing them requires knowing really what to look for. When a client is genuinely in a state that can support integration, what you'll observe is something like this. There's a quality of slowing down when something significant emerges. The client actually pauses before responding. There's a sense of someone sitting with what they've just seen or heard or realized rather than immediately producing commentary on it. It's like it lands. And when they do speak, there's a quality of discovery rather than reporting. And the words seem to be finding the experience rather than describing it from a distance. And there's often a somatic dimension, a somatic component where there might be a shift in breath, or there's a quality of stillness, or sometimes a physical response that just suggests the recognition has landed somewhere in the body and not only in the mind. So when integration is not available, what you see instead is fluency without pause. The client produces insight sounding language pretty quickly and moves past it. I like to say going through the motions. The words are correct, but the pacing is wrong. There's no sense of the client staying with the feeling or the idea. There might be agreement with your observations, and that comes very easily, but without that quality that feels like recognition. And also, when you return to the same territory in a subsequent session, the client relates to it as though they're encountering it fresh rather than returning to the familiar ground. So, the key clinical question to hold in the moment is not, is the insight accurate, but is this client in a state where this insight can actually go somewhere, where it can live? Those are different questions and they require different assessments. The first is a content question, and the second is a regulatory one. And in our sessions, we want to be calibrated to both. However, without calibrating our work to the client's regulatory capacity in the moment, nothing else can really stick or land. So, regulation is your first gate that you walk through as a clinician in terms of how to be effective. Is my client regulated in this moment? Yes or no? If no, how do I re regulate right now? I'm Sarah Ozel Shore. I teach a free clinical training on assessing regulation in real time. I offer it several times over the coming months. So if that resonates with you, I hope you'll join me. I'm Sarah Ozel Shore. I'll see you next time.